Hey guys, welcome back to another War of the Visions video, and for today I'll just be going over what my account roadmap plans are following this whole limited streak of units. And thankfully, with the announcement of Resnick over in JP, it does mark the end of this whole limited streak of units. But Global is just starting to get into it, and I am free to play, so I will just have to plan accordingly, just to see what units I might want, what units I will pull for. And yeah, so getting into it, following my last account roadmap video, I did say FF4 I might be going for Kane or Golbez, and 33k now, and FF4 coming next week, I will be going for Kane, and probably no one else. Mainly, the main reason why I am going for Kane is just because I already have a 3-star Demon Wall card, and I only need 125 shards to max it out, and I think this maxed out card will definitely be nice for Kane for now, and even with the sub VCs that will come soon. And then as for shards and mind spheres, I'm already sitting at 60 Kane shards from the last FF4 event, and then about 257 FF4 mind spheres, just because I had Cecil in the barracks. And for Cecil, I think his EX jobs look pretty interesting, but I probably won't EX him, just because I want to save some resources, save some time, and yeah. So for the FF4 collab, I'll be only going for Kane and maxing out the Demon Wall vision card. And yeah, so after FF4 is going to be Setia. And Setia, I was actually thinking about between Kane, just because I do have 2 notable fire units in King Mont and Glaciella Regalia. And I think if I got Setia, it definitely would have put fire pretty high up in my account. But if you know what's coming in the future, I think fire will definitely only have about 2 or 3 minutes in the sunlight, and then they'll get wiped off completely off the map, unfortunately. So yeah, not only that though, I think Setia will probably be pretty hard to obtain, like how I had to pity Joom on my challenge account, and I probably can save to pity for Setia right now, but I think Kane just beats her by an edge, just because Kane looks pretty cool, and because I have Demon Wall already in store to almost max. So yeah, unfortunately have to skip Setia. Maybe I might build her one day if she falls into my lap, but since she's limited, she probably won't fall into my lap. And then after Setia is going to be Lannon. Lannon, straight out, I'm going to skip. If you have a bar though, he might hit off pretty well with her, being like lightning magic and stuff. Even Resnick, if you have like a bar and you're planning to go for Lannon, Resnick might be a good candidate for like a lightning magic team. Skull EX is pretty good though, in my opinion, and you might not even need Resnick. But Lana, not much to say about him. I haven't seen much footage of him actually, and yeah, I'll just have to skip him as well. So after Lana is going to be FF6. Now FF6 if you've seen my Final Fantasy tier list video or my new banner, I am really glad they're giving out Locke for free, because Locke is my favorite character in FF6, and FF6 is my second favorite Final Fantasy. And I won't be going for Terra, just because I don't want to pull like a goal for all 3 units again, like what I did with Final Fantasy 15. But Locke I will 100% build, and Celeste I will pull for definitely, just because I think as a unit she's a really interesting character, with her runic ability, which absorbs magical attacks, and then her character in FF6 is pretty good as well, especially with the opera scene and the World of Ruin, the very first scene where she's alone. And yeah, that is FF6. I'll build Locke and pull for Celeste. And if I have enough viz around that time, I might go for Chaos Odin as well, just because it is a pretty good ice and water vision card, and I'll explain why soon in this upcoming few minutes. So after FF6 is going to be FF14. Probably won't be building anyone or pulling for any vision cards. Maybe if Thancred's Mind Spheres are easily obtainable, I might EX Thancred, but other than that, not much to say about FF14. And then after FF14 is going to be Barris, and based on the gameplay I've seen in JP so far, Barris seems like a pretty stable support unit that is commonly paired with like Astoria and Celeste. And I think Barris is pretty interesting in the fact that his heals also restore AP. I think that's pretty cool. And I think he has like this damage healer AI, which might be helpful sometimes. But since he is in a pretty rough spot in this entire roadmap, I think I will have to skip him, unfortunately. But once again, if he falls into my lap, I will definitely build him. So, after Barris is supposed to be the winter units, which might be like the Valentine units for us, but we don't know exactly what will come out. So, yeah. So, for now, just say after Barris is going to be Persona 5. And for Persona 5, 3 units will be released, being Joker, Queen, and Violet. And the 2 units I'll be going for is maybe build Queen, just because she looks like an interesting lightning hybrid unit, and she's a mainly strike attack, but she has some magic attacks and missile attacks as well. So very versatile character. I think I really like my versatile characters, especially like Noctis and Ramza. I used to use Ramza a ton, as you can see based on my Esper resonance. But hybrid characters, they have a soft spot in my heart. And yeah, I might build Queen, but I will be mainly going for Violet, just because I think she looks really nice, and I do not have a main light evasion character yet. Maybe with Locke and Violet, I might be able to join the light evasion meta a bit late, just because I don't have Elena, but mainly going for Violet just because she looks really nice, design-wise, and as a unit, her counter ability is pretty interesting as well. So yeah. And then after, or during Persona 5, is going to be Astoria, which is the huge breadwinner of this whole limited streak of units. Astoria is, if you've watched Randall's video, he says that Astoria is probably the best unit that has been ever released, and I might have to agree with him, just because Astoria has a lot going for him. He has like Noctis's Armiger. He has Ignore Courage, Ignore Re-Raise. He has 100% hit, and he just hits like a truck. So definitely I will be going for Alstoria. I think he'll definitely put water on the main stage. I'm pretty glad he's water as well. If he was dark, I'm pretty sure everyone would be outraged. But yeah, Alstoria is going to be released alongside Violet, so I might have to, based on what I might have in terms of Viz, I probably might only have enough to pity one of them and then some leftover Viz to pull. So since Alstoria is cost 100, he has lower gacha rates, so I might have to pity Alstoria first just in case, and then based on what I have left I will go for Violet, just like how I did with RNA and Noctis. So Alstoria gets priority and then Violet is right after. So yeah, that was a lot of talking, but that is my plan for this whole limited streak of units. And yeah, just to recap, I will be polling for Kane next week, very soon, and then building the Demon Wall Vision card, and then after that I will be hard saving for FF6, building Locke, pulling for Celeste, and maybe pulling for Chaos Odin for Alstoria. And then after FF6 is going to be a short period where I can save, which will be for Alstoria and Violet. So really the only big period I can save for is from FF4 to FF6. So hopefully I can save a lot by then. But yeah, other than that, with Resnick coming out, really glad no more limited units are going to come. Who knows, maybe another limited unit might come out after Resnick and then it starts all over again. But for now, thankfully, that is all I have to look forward to. And yeah, if you watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, see you at my Kane polls.